Well, I have a question for you first. Are you are you gay? That will make a difference.
Why does that matter? Why would you ask me that?
In my experience, gay. Actually, let's just get to the interview first.
Fine.
Why don't you just tell me what happened here tonight?
Reimagination, as the man describes this clear hate crime. It's a very emotional performance by this actor as he is telling about his rape in this interview with this detective who clearly is not sympathetic to the victim. Her assumption immediately is a gay man, and infers that somehow he's not a victim because he's gay and is either deserving of this treatment, or she is feeling like he's imagining the harshness of it, or feeling as if he's lying about it altogether. At no point in the interview is she focused on finding the attacker. Instead, she asks questions to support her own prejudices. And the detective is crass, and we never see her, which I think is good because it doesn't make it any less impactful. Like her words are enough to make her an unliked character and for us to sympathize with the victim. And the fact that this is based on a true story, it really makes it all the more heartbreaking.
Destroy imagination. So first of all, I really liked the theme as far as Willy Wonka, pure imagination, destroy imagination, because I think when you have something like this happen to you, it destroys your innocence. Your child on the inside gets really traumatized, and you become in survival mode. And the fact that it's based on a true story makes it even more personalized as you're watching. I believe the actor was also the writer, or maybe it was somebody in their family. I think they had same last name. So it felt like sort of a family production. And I liked that being based on a true story, it just felt more vulnerable. And the fact that this person was being questioned like they were lying or making up a story using their imagination just was frustrating, because I know that this happens as far as being treated in that way after you've just suffered this huge trauma, and then you're being questioned as if you are a liar. So it's really sad that this happens, and it's sort of a reversal of how it should be. And I just thought it was a good depiction, a nice performance by the main actor, and a good message that, when somebody's suffering, whether you take the judgment needs to go out until something maybe later on shows that it could be something that's not true. These victims need to be treated as if they're going through a trauma. So it's really sad that this happens. Anyway, I thought it was interesting and vulnerable. Good job and good luck.
Destroy Animation is based on a true story of sexual assault that involves a gay man, and as he recounts this experience, you can see that he is battered and instantly in a having an immediate trauma response from the experience. And they walk him through that process, and they take his testimony only to sort of have this twisted insult to injury almost, when they don't necessarily believe him, as we hear the voiceover context from the officer that has taken the statement. They have this idealism that it's all in his head. It's part of the imagination, this perception that ultimately ends up getting destroyed in this experience. Therefore, it drives him to his ultimate demise. He can't handle this experience. And so it alludes to the beginning of the story of this incident of unaliving. And the short film dives into the why of how we got here, and essentially it makes a point and puts a point of conversation that this is based on a true story. These are true stories that happen every single day. 1 in 4 people are sexually assaulted, and every person may go through at least one incident in their lifetime. So with these statistics in mind, it is absolutely important and essential to showcase all stories that may fall into this sense of sexual assault awareness.
Destroy Imagination was an eye-opening short film. I thought the theme of sexual assault was pretty evident throughout the film without it necessarily showing it to the viewers. I thought the dialogue was a fascinating approach to convey the themes from the character and using his story to propel the story even further. I thought the single take on his character speaking of his experience was a great way to really allow the audience to connect and get behind his character so that they can support him from the start to the end. So well done.